So I started doing 4th and 5th step workshops and showing men and women how to find their relationship ideals. What's right for them, not what I think is right for you. I started giving blankets and money to female sober living facilities. I paid, when I got to my partner for embezzling, I said, what do you want? He said, I want everything you own. And I said, okay. And I went to broke. Because I'm conducting the experiment of Alcoholics Anonymous. If I make it right, can you change a man like me? Can you give a man like me integrity, honesty? Can you help me sleep at night? Can you help me tell the truth? Can you help me seek purpose in my life? Can you give me joy and a smile in the face of fear? And I wanted to see if I did all this work, if it's not a hypnotist show, man. I started to change in May of 2005. My mommy calls me. My mom's coming home from Springdale, Arkansas from her divorce. She flicks a cigarette out the window and catches the truck on fire and burns everything she owns to the ground. My mom's on the side of the road crying because she's got no possessions. She's homeless and broke. And she tells me she's been lying to me, my sister. She has stage 4 cancer and she has less than 6 months to live. I'm a sober man with a God now and a home group and traditions and steps, and I can give my mom something other than a coin. So I rush to my mom and I bring her to my house and I give her a room, I give her a car, and I give her an allowance. I don't have any money, man. I just tell her, man, I will rub your feet and I will comb your wig, and when you transition, I will hold you. I'm sorry. And it was beautiful when she moved in, you know what I mean? And then she got better, you know? Now she won't fucking leave. I drugged her like 5 times. Verbal contract. Okay, so I know what stuff in a bad year feels like. I got stage 4 cancer. My doctor told me I was supposed to die. The same month my mom was dying in my house. The same month my wife fell down with MS. The same month I gave up all my possessions and went to broke. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to not have work and sit there and wonder, how am I going to survive? Anybody been so broke you got $26 to your name for an entire week, right? My kids got $100 gift cards. I'm trying to figure out how to rob them. And pay them back on payday. You know what I mean? If there is one. Instead, I pray, dear God, feed my family for an entire week on $26. And the moment I look up my eyes as I'm driving, there's a guy with a sign that says, feed your family of 4, $25 this way. Went to the Western Eagle, where the Costco's and the grocery stores donate their food 2 weeks before they expire. They filled my car with so much food, I was donating food back. I remember sitting in John F. Kennedy in an airport with a sad woman, and I just know that my 11th step tells me to look at what you're here in my life for. So I reached out and connect with her and find out she's a member of Alcoholics Anonymous. She got 18 years. I go, I got 18 years. Why are you so sad? I've lived in New York my whole life. I'm moving all the way across the country to a little town I don't know anybody at. And I say, where are you moving? She goes, you never heard of it. It's called Temecula. I live in Temecula. And she goes, oh, H9's been the cornerstone of my program. I'm going to get connected to H9 right away. My name is Todd Johnson. I'm the chair for Temecula Valley H9. And God sent me to bring you home. Come on.
Wow.
I journal my day because the 10 steps says continue. It doesn't say to stop doing what you did. The 4 steps says continue. I write down my miracles and I highlight them in pink and I look at them. I don't have to tell you who God is. All I can do is tell you that it is. Get on the roof and jump. Call it gravity. Call it Thor's hammer. Call it magic Hopi words. I don't care if you're right or wrong. You're falling. And Alcoholics Anonymous is like that. It's like you just do the steps with sincerity, pray the prayers whether you believe it or not, and help others. Read a little, write a little, pray a little, help a little, and go to bed. And something will change you, a little. And when you wake up, you get to make the decision again to read a little, write a little, pray a little, help a little, and just go to bed. And it doesn't matter if you define it wrong because it's universal law. You know, I heard, I have so much to share with you. So much ego. Okay. That girl that I gave that extra ride home to, she knocked on my door about 8 years ago. I'm like, yes. Oh shit. You know what I mean? And she's standing right in front of me, and she didn't come there for that. She came here to tell me I have a daughter. Yeah, it isn't. Yeah, I'm married. So. She's pretty though, right? Is she cute? She's 6 years old. And she lives 8 miles from your house. And I gave her up for adoption to my mother to save her from the foster system. I'm going to treatment. Nobody knows you're the dad. And I will go to my deathbed keeping it a secret if you want me to. Oh, she doesn't go to a Christian school and pray every day to Jesus. Their dad would come home, and here's a picture. I have a relationship ideal. I don't know how you manage your relationships, but I use the 4 steps as a tool to identify what's right for me. My wife deserves to know everything about me and my life so she can make a decision whether or not she wants to be with me. So I went home and said, I have a daughter. She said, then we do. And I understand what I heard today about using the traditions in my home. We have the traditions too. So I got my daughters around. I said, should I be in her life or should she be in ours? And they were like, go get her, Daddy. And I ran and scooped her up, you know. Gina can't have any more kids because of her her complications. And she jumped in my arms, man, and melted my heart. And that's her right there. Oh. Honorable student, smarter than me, makes me look good. You know, my other daughter, Jillian, I was speaking to the Sioux Nation, 5,000 Indians, get my Dances of Wolves on, you know. Did a phone call that my daughter had cut her wrist and tried to hang herself. When they went to Riverside Mental Health, they started to see mental issues similar to mine. I flew home. I remember saying, hey, babe, I'm going to speak at a Crystal Meth Anonymous convention in Phoenix. Why don't you go with me? I think it'll be a fast meeting. You know? I don't know how to be a dad, man. I know how to be a sponsor. You taught me everything I know about being a man. All I know is if I share some of my stuff with you, maybe you'll share some of your stuff with me. So I share with her some of the things that made me want to die. And she looks at me and she goes, I like girls. I'm like, shit, me too. High five. Let's go to Hooters. Do I have to believe in that Christian thing of moms? Hell no. I'm not going to tell you how to pray and who your God is. I learned that Alcoholics Anonymous. Go find your way. Find your own path. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to love you and accept you and watch the show. You know? I learned all these things. Okay, there's one last thing. Can I share one more story with you and get out of here? All right, cool. I'll be quick. I promise. I got 2 minutes. Okay. I used to do a panel for 2 years at Metropolitan State Psychiatric Prison in Norwalk. Unit 407 is a lifers ward, the criminally insane lifers ward. They did some weird shit. If you had seen their folders, you're like, damn, stay there. Okay? You're not allowed to get out, okay? Electric fans, barbed wire, wild cats. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to give them cats. That was weird. But about 20 men on that lawn. I go every Wednesday for a book study. One night I get a phone call from some guy named Chuck. Hey, I want to do that Metro thing with you. And I'm like, you know where it's at? He goes, yep. And he hangs up on me, you know, kind of rude. And when he gets there, I'm like, hey, Chuck, this is not a normal panel. Don't stare at him, don't touch him. He's like, dude, I know what to do. I'm like, oh, shit, Chuck's going to get us killed. Because in there, it's normally like 8 guys in a room tonight. It's like standing room only. It's a lot of crazy in a box. Now I'm even feeling uncomfortable. And they're not looking at me. They're looking at Chuck. And they go, hi, Chuck. I'm like, how do they know you, Chuck? And he goes, oh, I used to live here. How did you get out, Chuck? And he said those guys came in with those little soft blue books. And they told me if I read where it says read, and I write where it says write, and I pray where it says pray, and I help where it says help, I will be sane and I will be free. And by the time I got halfway through the work, they said, for some reason, you're sane, we gotta let you go. And the book said to do this by day with the new man. I didn't know anybody, but the phone number from the guy that gave him was in there, so I called him. He said, who's this? Chuck from the Metropolitan State Psychiatric Prison. He goes, where you at, Chuck? He goes, I'm out, and I'm looking for you. And that guy picked me up, and for 10 years, I've been picking men up off the street, combing their hair, and showing them how to find their God. On my 10th birthday, I was told to come back here. I had to show you guys how to get out, or I will live here too, again. Because we don't give what we got, and I'll leave this with you. We only get what we give. Give a lot. Thanks, guys.
Let's thank both our speakers again. And can I see the hands of the newcomers again? Our cleanup chairman is Johnny.
All right. You're sitting in these 4 big sections. Take your chairs to the back racks over there. And we need to have 6 chairs around the rectangular tables in the room through those double doors. Throw away your coffee cups in the trash cans. There's one in each of these doors and one in the kitchen. And we need 4 people to help out.
Chris to read the third step prayer, and after a moment of silent meditation, will Chris please lead us in the serenity?
Chris Alcoholic. God, I offer myself to thee to build with me and do with me as thou wilt. Relieve me of the bondage of self, that I may better do thy will. Take away my difficulties, that victory over them may bear witness to those that are help of thy power, I love. May I do